Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to do a rapid fire video, which means we're going to cover all the important points of this particular token, and we'll also be jumping on to the price prediction quickly without having to waste any more time, right? And for this video, I'm going to choose the token APY.Finance because this is a project that has been invested by the Alameda Research Foundation, which is one of the biggest venture capitalists in the crypto space. And if you guys don't already know, Alameda Research is owned by Sam Bankman-Fried, who's also the founder of FTX, which is also one of the most popular centralized exchanges in the world. So any project that gets invested by Alameda Research will also have a high chance of getting listed on FTX, right? So that's one of the reasons why I want to cover this particular token. And if you watch till the end of this video, I'll tell you guys how I managed to figure out that this token has been invested by Alameda Research. So if you know that technique, you can use the same technique to invest in other tokens that will potentially get listed on FTX, thereby making a lot of money for you in the short term, right? So let's jump onto this token. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information present on some of the CoinMarketCap's metrics. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money onto this token, right? So what is APY.Finance? So APY.Finance smart contracts continuously route your funds to a portfolio of the largest and greatest yield farming strategy. So what APY.Finance basically does is it provides you with the best yield farming strategy for your portfolio, and it provides you with the option of getting your funds onto their platform and setting it and forgetting it. Because what the APY.Finance does is, in the background, it takes your funds, puts them in a DeFi protocol that best suits your needs, or it puts them in a couple of DeFi protocols that best suits your yield, as well as gives you the highest yield possible in a hands-free manner, right? So that's pretty much the basic concept of what APY.Finance does. You can obviously learn more about this project by going on to their website, which is going to be here. If you go to CoinMarketCap, they provide you with the website information as well, which is APY.Finance, in order to learn more about it, right? So I'm going to quickly show you the website itself. If you go to APY.Finance, this is how their website looks like. So please make sure to go to the right website. They basically take your funds and provide it to multiple other DeFi protocols in order to make you the most amount of money. And this is pretty much the quick overview of the website itself, right? So you guys can go through all of this information to do an in-depth research on this particular token, right? So I'm going to go back to the CoinMarketCap page for this token. So why am I interested in this? Again, the reason I'm interested in this is that this project has been invested by Alameda Research, and Alameda Research, if you guys don't already know, is one of the biggest venture capitalists in the crypto space, and they have invested in several successful projects in the past, and those projects have done multiple exits, including 50 or even 100x gains in the last bull market. So I believe that these projects that Alameda Research is investing in currently will do the next 50 to 100x in the next bull market, right? So that's why I want to bring this to your attention. And this token is basically the APY token. APY.Finance has their own native token called the APY token, and this token is currently ranked 1687th on CoinMarketCap, right? So this is the ranking based on the market cap on CoinMarketCap's page. And if you see, the token price is less than 1 cent. In fact, it's significantly less than 1 cent. It's about $0.006 per token, which is again an extremely cheap sticker price, which a lot of newcomers will be interested in buying, right? So that's one of the biggest advantages of this project. It's a cheap sticker price, will attract a lot of newcomers who don't really know the difference between the sticker price versus the market cap, right? So this will definitely pump hard if a lot of newbies buy into this token. And if you see, in the past 24 hours, the token has declined of about 0.52%, not pretty much, but it is in the declining trend. Therefore, you can take advantage of this opportunity to buy into this token, right? So this is an ERC20 token because it's based on the Ethereum blockchain. There is a possibility that they could branch out to Solana, and when they branch out to Solana, that will probably be the time when the FTX exchange listing could happen, right? So you can definitely take advantage of that opportunity in the future, and for now you can look into doing some research and buying this token on the ERC20 token standards. And then once this token goes to the Solana standards in the future, there is a possibility that it could immediately get a FTX listing, which could benefit you, right? So that's one thing. And if you see again the tags wise, there's DeFi, yield farming, it's an yield aggregator protocol, and it's also an Alameda research portfolio project, right? Again, if I expand all of the ecosystems, it's also based on the Polygon ecosystem as well, but for some reason we can't really find the Polygon contract address here. So you can basically buy this token from the Ethereum blockchain, which is the most reliable platform. The Polygon ecosystem, I think it's coming in pretty soon, but for now you can't really buy this token from the Polygon ecosystem, right? So this is one of the main reasons, if you see, why I'm believing that this project will get a FTX listing soon, because it is invested by Alameda Research. And if you scroll further below, the market cap is extremely small, as you can see from the bottom left corner. The market cap is only $431,000, which is extremely small. And as you guys know, it's a project that has a huge potential to pump, because the market cap is extremely less than $1 million. In fact, it's less than $500,000, which tells you that this is a very new project, a very early stage project. It's a project that nobody's really talking about, and this is the type of project that you need to keep your eyes out on, because when nobody's talking about a particular project, that's when you need to invest in that project, because when people start talking about it, that's when you make the money from the token, right? So since people are not noticing this project, that's why I want to bring this to your attention. As you can see, with a $434,000 market cap, this project can easily do multiplexes. It can easily do like 50, 75, or even 100x gains in the next bull rally, especially immediately after the FTX exchange listing, right? So that's a great thing about this project. If you look at the volume, this is where it's a little bit concerning. The trading volume isn't that great. In fact, it's quite poor actually. It's only $322 in the past 24 hours, and this is despite the fact that there's been 67.9% increase in the past 24 hours. So this is a little bit of a risky token. You won't really find a lot of volume here. So when I tell you how much money you can potentially put into this token, I'll have this in mind, and I'll give you guys three prices that you can put into this token, all of them being below the trading volume that is shown here on the screen, right? So obviously you can't put in a lot of money to buy this token. There's not a lot of trading volume. People are not really doing anything with this token right now, so that's one of the main concerns of this project, right? And that's something that we'll discuss about in a summary of this video. The max supply wise, for example, this token doesn't really have a max supply number, but I do believe that this project has a max supply. It's just not been updated on CoinMarketCap side. That project does have somewhere around like 100 million tokens as max supply, which is pretty good if you ask me, because my threshold for buying tokens is any token that has 100 million tokens or less is the best token to invest in, because they have scarcity built into the system, right? Similarly, this token does seem to have scarcity built into the system, which is pretty good, and out of which 66.4 million tokens are already in circulation. So again, this is also something that is pretty good, because close to 66% of the tokens are already in circulation, and only the remaining portion of the tokens that needs to be in circulation will be dumped into the market. And even after that, I don't think there's going to be any more factors that will push the price of this token downwards, right? So the tokenomics wise, this is pretty good in my personal opinion. When it comes to charts, you can clearly see that this token has been pounded pretty hard recently. This token has kind of struggled in the past few months or so, since it kind of like started declining. And if you see, the initial price of this token was 63 cents per token. It was above the 1 cent mark, significantly above the 1 cent mark. And if you see, the token was worth 63 cents. This was as of 5th of November 2020. And then it was moving sideways for a bit, reached a low point of 21 to 20 cents per token as of 18th of December 2020. And then it started shooting up from nowhere, reaching a new all-time high, and its current all-time high of about $6.48 per token as of 13th of February 2021. So that was the peak, and immediately, as you see, the peak did not last that long. The token literally dumped immediately after that, reaching a price of $1.60 as of 21st of March 2021. And then from there, it kind of took a small breather before dumping back down to a price of about 37 cents as of 19th or 20th of July 2021. And then from there on, it did make a small peak to a price of about $1.31 as of 11th of November 2021. But then since then this token has declined, and now it's pretty flat line towards the bottom, reaching less than 1 cent. So this is a significant dump, right? So this token obviously has had some really good times, but it's also dumped significantly because obviously during the recent crash a lot of tokens struggled, and all of the small cap tokens including APY-Finance struggled the most. And that's one of the reasons why people are not really willing to put money into this token, which is why the trading volume is going down, the market cap is going down, and so on and so forth, right? But again, this is where the opportunity is. So people who don't really notice these kind of tokens right now tend to FOMO in when this token starts shooting up, just like how we did last time in 2020 or 2021. That's when people start FOMOing in. That's when a lot of money is to be made, but nobody really talks about these kind of tokens at this price point, right? So this is the best time for you to invest in this token if you do your own research and believe that this is the token for you, right? So if you're buying this token at this price point, you're pretty much buying it from a significant discount of the all-time highs of $6. So this used to be $6 per token, right? Now it's worth less than 1 cent. It's worth $0.006. So you are pretty much buying it at the bottom of the barrel, and once this token starts shooting up, you could make more than 100x gains with this kind of pump, right? And I think the next bull rally will make this token pump really hard. So again, that's just my opinion, guys, not this advice. A lot of people ask me how much money I suggest that they put into this token. As I said, the trading volume is not that great, especially at this market. So there's only around $300 worth of trading volume in the past 24 hours, and even that is after the 70% or 80% increase that this token has had in the trading volume in the past 24 hours, right? So I'm going to consider any price point that you're trying to buy this token at with extreme caution. So you can basically expect my numbers to be conservative, but if you want to put more money, provided there's volume and liquidity, you can go ahead and do whatever you want, right? I wouldn't really suggest putting more than $10 into this token for the low risk option. Again, $10 in this token would give you a significant token amount that you will get from this token, because you will be able to get 1,539 tokens for $10 that you invest at this price point, right? And this token, as I said, it has a huge chance of going above 100x in the next bull rally. But for now, let's use 100x as a baseline for our calculations, right? If you put in $10 and this token does 100x, you will make $1,000 from a $10 investment, which is pretty cool if you ask me. But again, you may be wondering that it's not really that much of a gain, even though it's just turning $10 into $1,000. I want to make more, right? So if you're trying to invest a little bit more and be a little bit take a riskier approach, let's say you put $50, which is a slightly higher risk than $10, with a potential high reward opportunity, you will be able to buy 7,697 tokens at the time I'm making this video, which will give you a pretty decent chunk of tokens in the all-time low that this token is at right now. And if it does 100x, you make $5,000 with $50 investment, right? Which is pretty cool if you ask me. But I personally believe that this token can go more than 100x. So if you want to take the degen approach, then I suggest you to put no more than $100. Again, depending on your risk tolerance. A lot of people will choose to put $1,000 or $10,000 or some ridiculous number. Go whatever you want to do, please go ahead and do it. But obviously, bear in mind that the trading volume is not that great, so you may not be able to purchase any more than what you're obviously trying to purchase. So the high risk, high reward approach from a degen strategy is going to be $100, right? So if you put in $100, you will get 15,406 tokens at the time I'm making this video. And if this token does a 100x, you will be able to turn your $100 into $10,000, which is a pretty crazy amount of money for just $100 of investment. But again, you should also be prepared to lose $100, because this token can go even further below if things go further south. So that's the main risk that you're taking, right? If you're willing to lose $100, you may potentially make $10,000 or more from the $100 investment, right? But again, these are all high speculations. There could be a time where this token could do even more than 100x, or this token could do slightly less than 100x, but we don't really know that for sure. This is just speculation based on previous trends from this token. but it could do even better than that in the next bull run, right? So now that we've said that, let's talk about which places where you can buy this token from. So if you're trying to buy this token from an exchange, the only exchange from where you can buy this token from right now is Uniswap version 2 on the Ethereum blockchain using wrapped Ethereum, right? So as I said, there's only an ERC20 token available from this project. In the future, there could be a chance that they could migrate to the Solana blockchain, which will give you much better and much cheaper alternatives to buy this token from in other decentralized exchanges on Solana. But for now, unfortunately, you can only buy this from Uniswap version 2. So this tells you a couple of things, right? The first thing is that obviously there's a lot of all the volumes and trading activities coming from just Uniswap version 2, which explains the volatility as well as the nature of this token itself. And the second thing is that you are pretty much ahead of all the centralized exchanges, because there's not even a single centralized exchange that has listed this token, which means you're pretty much front running the centralized exchanges, which is a good thing, because when a few centralized exchanges start listing this token, that's when probably you will see a huge short-term gain opportunity, because exchanges such as Get.io, Bybit, and maybe even MEXC, when they start listing these tokens initially, there will be a lot of surge in liquidity and volume that will increase the price of this token and stabilize it even further, right? So you're definitely getting ahead of the centralized exchanges, which is pretty good for you. And the third thing is that obviously this project being available on the Uniswap version 2 compared to Uniswap version 3 is one important point to note, because Uniswap version 3 is the most commonly used Uniswap version right now. But if you use version 2, then you are one of the few people, some of the few people who still continue to use version 2. And since this token is only available in the version 2 format, you are pretty much picking out this gem where nobody's noticing it, right? Because nobody will bother to use version 2 unless they absolutely have to. But since most people are preferring to use version 3, you are going to basically see something that they are not seeing, which is like projects like this that they are noticing. That is a potential 150x gainer in the future. You are noticing that before other people. So that's the benefit that you have that others don't have, right? So those are three factors that you can add to your calculation and your research process when you're trying to buy this token or not, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? This token has a lot of benefits as well as flaws, right? The first benefit is that this is a project that is invested by Alameda Research, right? And I'll tell you how I managed to figure out towards the end of this video. So that's one good thing, because Alameda Research is directly associated with FTX. And FTX, as you guys know, is one of the most popular exchanges. It's kind of like in the league of Coinbase and Binance. So any listings on FTX is a high quality exchange listing, which will pump the price of the token like ridiculously high, right? So an FTX listing is definitely on the way for this token, as well as the fact that this token has a low sticker price, which means a lot of newcomers will be able to buy this token blindly, and that will push the price of this token up, which is one of the reasons why, if you see the charts, the previous pump that this token made in 2021 was also driven by irrational exuberance by lots of newcomers who blindly bought this token, and for people who sold the token at that top, they made a lot of money, right? So there's a lot of potential to make money because of its sticker price alone, right? The third thing is that its market cap is extremely low. It's a sub $1 million market cap. In fact, it's sub $500,000 in market cap, which means it can easily do multiplexes even if a small amount of capital is introduced into this project, right? So that's one other benefit. And the fourth benefit is that it's at its all-time low right now. So there's no other time to buy a token than at its all-time low. So if you're trying to take advantage of this kind of project, this is the best time to do so, right? So those are some of the benefits of this project. Some of the disadvantages of this project is that the trading volume is very low. It seems like people are not really interested, which is fine, but they are not really contributing to the trading volume, which means you're going to have a hard time buying this token, right? And the second flaw is this project doesn't really have a proper it doesn't really have a proper centralized exchange listing since it's only available from Uniswap version 2. A lot of people are going to have a hard time buying this token, and it's only available on the Ethereum blockchain, which means you need to pay high gas fees. So all those complexities exist. And the final comment about this project is that this is not really a unique project in comes to value proposition, right? this is kind of like a concept that was already done by APY.Finance and several other yield aggregators in the past. So this project doesn't really offer anything new that those projects haven't already offered, right? So this is something that's going to be a big problem for this project, because this project is going to have a lot of competition. And even though, if they branch out to the Solana blockchain, they'll just be one of the many yield aggregators in the crypto space that a lot of people may easily choose to ignore because there's better competition out there, right? So that's one thing that this project will struggle with in the long term, but I think it's still a good short to mid-term project nonetheless, right? So that's my final word, guys. Again, as I said, it can easily do a minimum of 100x, but I think it can do more than that. 150x is easily possible for this token in the next bull rally, but let's wait and see how that happens, right? Now to tell you guys how I managed to figure out that this project is invested by Alameda Research. So to do that, I used CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap has resources that allows you to figure out which venture capitalists have invested in which tokens. So if you go to CoinMarketCap and go to the top right corner, select cryptocurrencies. Under that, you select categories. So under categories, you scroll below and you can see different categories where tokens have been grouped into. And one of the main categories is Alameda Research Portfolio, right? If you click on that one, you can see the tokens that are ranked from number 1 to number whatever, and different price information, market cap and volume for multiple different coins and tokens that are invested by Alameda Research, right? What I used multiple parameters, but one of the major parameters that I used was market cap. I sorted the tokens based on market cap, and as you can see, APY.Finance is the first token that comes as the lowest market cap token in this list. And this token, I didn't just blindly jump into this. I went to the hourly trading volume. I did the circulating supply, went through the website. I also did some research, and I thought that this would be a really good short-term gem that you guys can look into. And you may probably be interested in investing in this token because there's a possibility that FTX could list this token, right? Which in my personal opinion, I feel like there's a high chance that FTX could list this token, but again, there's no guarantees, right? So that's one of the reasons why I want to bring this token to your attention, because it is a high quality. Again, it's a high risk project, but it's also a high return project as well, right? So you can use this technique to find potential gems that will get listed on major centralized exchanges. And what you can do is you can front run them and buy these tokens beforehand, and you can either stake them or lend them out in different platforms, and you can make money while this token is dormant. And once the exchange have announced that they will list this token, you can basically sell the hype and basically come out of it with a significant profit, right? So that's the strategy that you can follow as well. So again, if you guys want to buy several low market cap gem tokens like this, I have a Gay.io referral link in the description below. Please use that to get access to several low market cap high quality gems, along with a 30% trading fee rebate opportunity that you'll only get by using the link in the description. And by using the link in the description, also supporting the Brutal Investor channel for which I thank in advance. Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.